Welcome to this module on aspirations and goals of a society. Most of the older constitutions have limited themselves largely to allocation or allocating the decision-making power and setting some limits to the government's power. So most of the constitutions which were written prior to 19th century have limited themselves to the decision-making power and setting some limitations to the government. But many 20th century constitutions, of which the Indian Constitution is a finest example, also provide an enabling framework for the government to do certain positive things, to express the aspirations and the goals of the society. So as we see, the new constitutions which came after the 20th century or from the 20th century, like Indian Constitution, have enabled to be the finest examples, providing the framework for the government to do certain positive things and to express the aspirations and goals of the society. The Indian Constitution was particularly innovative in this aspect. So, societies with deep entrenched inequalities of various kinds will not only have to set limits on the powers of the government, but they also have to enable and empower the government to take positive measures to overcome the forms of inequality and deprivation. So, Indian Constitution was particularly very innovative in this respect of bringing out the aspirations and the goals of a society. The societies with deeply entrenched inequalities in various forms, like the caste discriminations, economic inequalities, regional diversities, religious differences, will not only have to set the limitations on the power of government, but they will also have to enable and empower the governments to take a positive measure to overcome the forms of inequality or in any forms of inequality that were existing in the country. The government has to be empowered to take certain steps to overcome the forms of inequality and deprivation. For example, India aspires to be a society that is free of caste discrimination. If this is our society's aspiration, the government will have to be enabled and empowered to take all the necessary steps to achieve this goal. Just only giving the aspirations about the society is not the work of the Constitution. It will also make sure that the government will have the necessary powers to take all the necessary steps to achieve this goal. The framers of the Indian Constitution, for example, thought that each individual in society should have all that is necessary for them to lead a life of minimal dignity. So when the Constitution is being framed by the framers, they had a clear idea in their mind that they need to give each and every individual in the society all that is necessary for them to lead a life of minimal dignity and social self-respect. The minimum material of well-being, education are the basic goals of the framers of the Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution enables the government to take positive welfare measures, some of which are legally enforceable. So, the Constitution has empowered the government to take positive welfare measures so that they are legally enforceable. The preamble of our Constitution and these provisions are found in the sections of fundamental rights. The directive principles of state policy also enjoin the government to fulfill certain aspirations of the people. So, The fourth function of a constitution is to enable the government to fulfill the aspirations of a society and create conditions for a just society. So, in this section, we learned about the aspirations and the goals of the society. It is not only the duty of the constitution to give up the aspirations of the society, but also enable the government to fulfill the aspirations of a society and also to create an environment, a condition for a minimal, dignified life leading to a just society. That's all we have in this section. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next section.